Hi everyone, welcome back to Sports Kabri with me, Radhi and Rishi. Guys, guess what? England are 9 down for 246. One more wicket for India to win this. England need 362. Of course, that's not possible. The only option that England really had today was to see the day out, play it out, bat it out, and see whether they could get a draw out of this. But it is looking highly unlikely with a session and a bit to play. It's just an uphill task. It's just a matter of time from here on, unless there's something drastic like rain or something that comes and saves England. So um, it's been a great second test for India. It's been one that has been tough because there has been no Jasprit Bumrah, which meant that Akash Deep had to come in, and what a performance he's put in. I think we've spoken multiple times, I think, about Akash Deep, saying that he's that seamer on the fringe who seems to just, you know, if he plays, nobody has an issue with it. He almost has the skill set of a Shami in the sense that he can seam the ball quite a bit. He seems ball, he swings it as well. So he's always got the ability, and I think everyone's very happy with Akashdeep and just the fact that he's playing. And I just hope he carries on this way in Test cricket. And I don't think after this performance there should be any question about who that third seamer is. If India, for India, especially when Bumrah comes back, in, any doubts at all after this?
No, bro. I mean, dude, like we've been talking for a while about how we need a seamer to hit the same areas like consistently here, with discipline. I think Akashdeep hasn't done anything other than that. Like he's just let the ball hit the seam, bowled it in a consistent area, and that's been enough. Like even in this innings, you saw the wicket for Harry Brook. He just landed it on the seam at the right spot. It just angled in, and they couldn't
It
play
does the
properly.
job, yeah.
So yeah, like that's all you had to do. And the minute somebody showed discipline, like look at the kind of magic that is happening, and that says a lot more about Akash Deep and a lot less about people like Prasidh Krishna, like who, again, don't get me wrong, they have their abilities. Like if you need somebody to hit the deck, you can go off, look at options like Prasidh Krishna. But he's not the kind of test bowler, like the kind of disciplined test bowler you need. And Akashdeep, bro, it's only fair that you play him for at least the next couple of tests and the remainder of the series, because he's earned it. And
Yeah, and
when you're missing out on a bowler like Jasprit Bumrah to come in and fill the shoes, take 9 wickets already, like it's no small task, bro. Like, come on.
yeah, and it's not even like he's just come in and he's done it. We've known this about Akashdeep for he did well in Australia as well. I think we said it a couple of times that he was very unlucky not to pick up wickets in Australia.
Yeah.
He bowled well. He bowled beautifully there as well. And I think he's finally getting his just reward, which is a really solid performance where people realize and acknowledge him. If I'm not wrong, I think he's already got five. When he's already got five, no, for this innings. Yeah, I think he already has. When he got the seventh wicket, when he got Jamie Smith, I think that was his fifth. So we'll just check that again, anyways. But Adi, Shubman Gill gets things back on track himself. 100 and a double hundred, 150 and a double hundred. Like that is
A
you
250
cannot.
also.
Yeah, 250. You cannot ask for more from your captain. Absolutely taking responsibility. I mean, I'll just add about Shubman Gill after you're done. But yeah, what do you quickly your thoughts on Shubman Gill and he's led this team and of course he's done his job with the bat.
Yeah, but I think it's a matter of being the best batter of both the teams. I think for me personally, I think he has been the game changer because scoring 400 plus runs on your own, it's no easy feat. You can say, people are saying, it's an easier pitch to bat on, it's a batter friendly pitch. Regardless of that, scoring 400 plus runs, every single batsman there has the choice to do that. I mean, has the same, ability and same conditions to do that, but he's the only one who's been able to do it with ease in both innings. I think that's just the matter of fact. Like you can't take anything away from this. No commentator, no ex-player coming out and saying it's easy or it's easier to score runs now. We have to earn, etc. Whatever it is, you can't come and criticize when you have guys like Joe Root, guys like Ben Stokes, guys like Duckett, who's been playing good, even from India's side, KL Rahul, Jaiswal, all are playing on the same pitch. There was no difference.
Hmm.
Staying for that long in both innings and scoring very crucial runs I think his 250 is what put England under pressure because without that 250, I think England had a good chance in the first innings to even have a lead, for example, right? So yeah, I think this has been incredible. Even guys like Jamie Smith and Brooks, who played well for England in the first innings, couldn't do the same thing in the second innings. But Gill was able to do that in both innings. I think, brother, like at a point of time, you just have to sit and appreciate it. I think nothing else than that. And the way he played, I think he looked comfortable the entire, especially the first innings. He looked comfortable the entire game, bro. I was actually surprised he didn't even get a triple century. I expected him to get a triple century the way he was batting. And whatever it is, at the end of the day, it shows that he is ready right now to lead India. It's not just his batting, but also where he's taken number 4 position. I don't think, unfortunately, right now nobody is going to sit there and be like, okay, we're missing a Virat Kohli at number 4. I don't think that conversation's going to be brought up right now, even though it's early days. And I mean, that's those are positive signs, good signs going into whatever your legacy is for the future. And secondly, as a captain, also, I think he did do better these past 5 days. I mean, for sure, you can say Akashdeep, Siraj have bowled much better, like the second test compared to the first test. I mean, Akashdeep coming and playing his first test. But apart from that, bro, I think his captaincy has been better. Like, he was a bit more aggressive past 3 days. When I saw the field setting, he had more slips. He was okay to put them under pressure. And it played out. Like, even when getting guys like Brook, Jamie Smith out, it helped out. Like, putting more pressure, putting an attacking field. I think overall, bro, like, if you're dominating in this way, both as a captain, as a batsman, India's first win in Edgbaston, I think they're going to finish this game off. No other captain has done that. And you can't even say this is a lucky win because India were under pressure, losing 1-0 with where they had their best bowler in the first test, and now he missed the second test. They really don't have a number 3, if you really have to be honest. They don't have a number 7 and number 6. I mean, number 6, proper number 6. Going into this test series, I don't think there were favorites where you can say, okay, yeah, this was an easy win for them and they should have won. So I think great job, bro. Like, overall, as a bowling unit, they just look much better right now. And as a batting unit, like, certain players are playing really good cricket at the moment.
Yeah, just on Shubman Gill, dude. Like, I mean, we've seen a lot of times players score hundreds and they just throw their wicket away after scoring hundreds. They just try to score big. And I think Shubman Gill, like, bro, taking that responsibility to score a big 200, and again in the second innings to score 150 to show that, no, you know what, I'm going to make sure this team, this win, we're definitely going to be in like an extremely dominant position in the last innings when we're trying to win the game. Not even give England a chance, a sniff of chance for victory, and just again the dominance. I think that the mindset really good. Loved it from Shubman Gill. I think just even his batting was class. I think his batting was. We all know he's a class player. He's always had it in him, and again he just showed his class. But Rishi, where do we go from here, bro? Like, if there is one to, of course, Bumrah is going to play the Lord's Test. I don't think there's going to be too much question about that. So there has to be one player who's going to be missing from the three seamers, or maybe they play four. You never know. But if we're just looking by the way India have gone about it, looks like it'll be three seamers, and one person will be left out. Who would it be for you?
Bro, I mean, for me, it's not even a matter of debate. For me, straight up, you're rotating Prasidh Krishna for Jasprit Bumrah because like Adi mentioned, Siraj and Akashdeep have really picked up the responsibilities and have like stepped up massively. Like, you can't even fault either of them, and they pretty much used like how Shardul Thakur was being used as the run outlet. It was Prasidh Krishna who was getting hit in both the first innings and, like, not so much in the second innings, but like even the first innings, they were pretty much targeting Prasidh Krishna. So, like, it's, if you want to go out and hunt in packs as a proper bowling unit, you have to have roles assigned. Like, if you want somebody to come in and dig in the bouncers, Siraj and Bumrah are more than capable of doing that. When you need somebody to bowl with discipline, hit the right areas, you have Akashdeep. Like, it suddenly looks like we have a disciplined, like, couple of bowlers who can hit the right areas, and I don't think you should tamper with it. And like, now that my concern going into the next test is, where do we go in terms of batting? Like, now that Karun Nair is also not gone according to plan, what do you do? Do you make Karunai sit out and bring back Sai Sudarshan, or do you still give Karunai another chance? So, and then if that's the case, what does Sai Sudarshan need to do to get his position back? Because Washington Sundar has done well. You can't even fault him. Like that 42 was needed. That partnership with Gill was needed. So where do you go from there? Like what do you guys think? Do we go with the same batting lineup? Do we tinker there?
I think we go with this. Bro, see, I think in general for me, like in Test cricket, changes are an absolute last option. I don't think we need to keep changing and moving things around. If this is the
When
combination,
we hooked Sai Sudarshan out, you didn't say this.
no, I said the same thing. I go and watch the previous video. I said we should play the same 11 as we played in the first test. I never said we should hook Sai Sudarshan. I think we should play the same 11 again. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, go and check it out.
Yeah,
You'll see for
but
yourself.
when you saw Sai Sudarshan drop, you were like, "Let's go." That's the way.
Yeah, obviously that's obviously a banter within the group. And when I saw Karun Nair batting at 3, I was happy for him. But I'm saying in general, otherwise, like I don't think there should be any change if you've gone with a particular team, unless there is extremely like insane things that you have to fix. There is something that's terribly wrong. I don't think you need it. You need to really go and tinker with it. Other than the fact that Bumrah's coming in and probably Prasidh Krishna is going to sit out, I don't think like personally there should be any other changes.
Bro,
I don't
but
think Karun Nair was terrible or anything like that. Washington
I'll
should have
tell
scored
you,
runs
I'll
as well
tell
in the
you
first innings.
just a simple fact. Like in the two innings, Karunai had a chance to play. He's the only batter in the top 6 to not score a 40, not even let's say 50 or 40.
Yeah.
Even Jadeja was able to score a century.
Oh, but
and-
Adi,
Yeah,
Karunai,
80.
I think Karunai reached his highest test score since the 300. So
Oh,
basically
yeah,
his second
31,
highest test
right?
score this innings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Crazy
that's
that.
true. Like you look at his entire career. Like I remember last time we spoke, you said it was unfair for Karunai to be dropped because he had a triple hundred.
300.
But I was telling this before this test match also. You take out Karunai's triple hundred. I think he's never scored a 50. He's never scored a 40. I think this is the first time he scored a 30 plus. Without a 303, he had an average of 11 in 8 or 9 innings. It's not that he had only like 2-3 games.
Okay.
I remember we were talking about how it was unjustified for him to be dropped, but actually, you look at his numbers when actually dug in deep. I don't think it was unjustifiable for him to be dropped. And I think we had the same conversation with guys like Dhruv Jurel. Even now, we can have it with Sai Sudarshan, maybe anyone else in the future. It's not like he's not had enough chances to prove in the top level cricket. Like, unfortunately, that's just the truth. Like, not just me, but you can just look at the numbers. I think if anyone, I mean, we had a conversation where we were talking how Shreyas Iyer is not good enough to play Test cricket with those numbers, but we can't sit here and say Karunai deserves to be number 3, deserves to play number 5, number 6 without actually. He's got 4 innings, and it's not even a matter of fact that it's tough for guys to come and play here. Jaiswal's first time he's come into player. He's already had 2 centuries. I'm sorry, 1 century. KL Rahul has had a century, a half century. Gill has had 3 centuries and one 250 to be fair. You have Jadeja who scored 250s like in the past in this just game. You had Pant also who's been able to score. Bro, like the only person who's not been able to score is Karunai. Like if you look at the entire batting unit, and maybe we have to talk about Nitish Kumar also. Like I don't think he contributed anything with both ball and bat. I think even that can be a conversation. But yeah, like you have to go into the next test with some form of change because fair enough, like India won this because the bowlers were on top. Siraj and Akashdeep were on top, and England batsmen couldn't just handle them. But on another day, if you're getting the same contributions from Karun Nair and Nitish Kumar Reddy on this track, I think India could have at least not won it. Like for a fact, they wouldn't have won it if it went the way they went. Like for example, let's say Gill was not able to score the double century, then who would have it come under? It would have come for like someone like Nitish Kumar Reddy to go and score runs there, but he failed. So I think it does matter. Like I think there needs to be some changes, but I also agree with Rahul. Like you can't keep chop and changing every game. Like I think we spoke over this last time also. Like I think I don't think India's had a stable batting lineup since Gambhir took in. Not even once has, apart from their 2 openers right now, they've never had a stable batting lineup. Even a stable bowling lineup, if you have to think about it. And a spin department also, which has not been stable. So you talk about it. Sometimes Washington is playing, sometimes Akashdeep is playing, sometimes Prasidh Krishna is playing, sometimes it's Harshit Rana. So it's been a lot of chop and change. But unfortunately, going to the next this thing, I think you have to change, at least with the batting lineup. I think you'll have to do something else. Like, you can't go into this lost test with the same batting unit. Like, let's say not Karun Nair, if I'm being too harsh, but you have to look at guys like Nitish Kumar Reddy, Karun Nair, and make some change where you can get in some other player who you think can have a better impact. Because it's been 4 innings, it's not just 1 innings. And yeah.
No, I still think either way. Like I said it even last time we spoke that you have to give him at least 3 tests. I think 2 tests is the sample size itself is too small. Um, it's just way too little. I just don't think 2 tests is justified. And same thing for Nitish Kumar Reddy. If you think you've picked him for this test for his batting and all, yeah, he's not delivered, whatever. In that 1 innings, bro, like second innings, for it, it didn't really matter. But so I would say again for Nitish also one more test, give him another test on another test or two. If you're playing him, you have to back him, and he's shown that he can score runs, and he scored 100 in Australia. So not the easiest place to score 100. So I think, yeah, I would say even with him, just back him, man. Like it's you've picked him for a reason, and now we'll again go back into the same conversation. Who will
But
you
you
bring
picked
in?
them for a reason is because they were not happy with Sai Sudarshan. That's why they picked Nitish Kumar. It's not a matter
Yeah,
of,
so but it's
let's
not,
say,
but like, yeah, so it's not fair to say to him, oh yeah, in that 1 innings you played, you didn't
huh,
perform, and
but,
bye.
but Rahul, but my point is like Sai Sudarshan got dropped it was very harsh. Like, it's a
I'm
cold
saying
call.
that's what I'm saying. I would not have done it to Sai Sudarshan in the first place. If Sai Sudarshan was there today and Nitish Kumar Reddy was not in this team, I would do the same thing for Sai Sudarshan. I would say keep him and play him. Now the fact that
But
just
the
because Nitish
fact
Kumar
is,
Reddy hasn't played one game half like properly or whatever, you can't say, oh yeah, bye bye, thank you, enough.
it's
It's the
just,
Rahul,
same
do
logic
you
for
think
any
it's the
player.
same thing? Do you think it's the same case for Nitish Kumar Reddy and Karun Nair? Because for me, it's not the same case at all.
I think both of them is the same thing. I thought Karun Nair looked pretty good, especially in the second innings. He was looking
come
pretty
on,
good.
you're
A
having.
lot of his shots were in the air. The minute like
Rishi, I
his,
watched every ball
huh,
of his innings.
I,
It was fine. It was
as
a
did
good.
I,
He was
Rahul.
looking good, and it was
The
good
Okay,
to
two
Rahul,
watch.
cover
at
drives
your
he
best,
hit.
okay, wait. At your best, you're
Yeah.
able to score a max of 30 runs.
Who
While
said it's
guys,
at his best?
you just told he was playing
I
very
just said
good.
he
That
was
is,
looking good. I said he
yeah,
was
so
looking
that
good.
is, Rahul, this is
That
his
is not
best.
at your best. Once
It is
again,
his best.
you can look good and get out. It happens a lot in cricket. You can look
Rahul,
like
it's
you're
not about
batting well and
looking
it's
good. See, Rahul, at the end of the day, we know sports is
brother.
impact
Okay,
on
I don't.
based on numbers. You can't say
I'm
I
not.
look
I'm
good
not.
that day, score 20
Okay,
runs and I
based
got
on
out.
numbers also, I said this even before. I said you have to give him 3 test matches. I still say the same thing. You have to give him
No, but
another match. I
dude, the
don't
fact
think you can say I don't think you can dump him after 2 games. It's just too little a sample size.
But my whole factor is like, if it's
Hmm.
able to be done for other players in this team, it should be the
I
same. So
didn't do it. I didn't do it. Did
it's
I
not
take
about
them
you
off?
or me doing.
Yeah,
My
so
point is,
exactly that's what I'm saying. So if my
Rahul, you're
personal
talking
opinion,
about what is
my
going to happen, not about
that's
what
what I'm
we do.
saying. What is going to happen? I don't know. What is going to happen? The way Gambhir has dealt with it, I have no idea what is going to happen.
Exactly.
For
See, the
me personally, if I have to logic and reason it out, I have to give you logic and reason it out. Me personally, I would not remove Karun Nair for the Lord's test. What Gambhir is going to do, I don't know because he's done
Rahul, but
random things that I don't understand.
your
Hmm.
logic is just give him time for the sake of giving time. It's
No,
like saying
what?
let's
Oh,
give
one
some
second.
play.
You've
Wait, wait,
picked
wait, wait,
him.
wait, wait. Let
You
me
have to
let me
back
finish.
him.
One
Yeah.
second, let me finish. There's a
Hmm.
difference between
Hmm.
giving time for a player who shows promise versus giving time for a player who's just been given chances to be like, okay, let's see next game. It's like you're just pushing
Where are we
something.
doing this with? Where are we pushing it? He's played 2 matches. That's it.
Rahul, he's
Rahul,
played. This is not his first
four
time he's played
innings
Test
on a
cricket.
track where Bryden Cast is hitting 38 and 50s,
Okay, Rishi,
where
Joe Root has not scored 100. Will England remove Joe
Joe
Root
Root has
from this squad?
scored.
No,
Joe Root
that
is
is
on course to be
Joe Root
the
scored
most
a century
highest. Like
last game, for
So that's
example.
what I'm saying. My point is 2 games is a sample size. You can't decide what a player is. I
Rahul, you
understand the
can.
I understand the situation. I understand the situation that Karun Nair is coming into, which is there is a lot of competition for that place, especially with the with the Indian team and the new players and all of that. Which is why I'm saying, okay, give him at least 3 games because 2 test matches is very little. I can't sit there and say, oh yeah, 2 games. Anyone, even for Sai Sudarshan, whoever, it doesn't matter. 2 games if you don't play. I'm not going to say, bro, third game send him by. That's just not fair. I think that's just
Rahul, but
not
the
fair.
point is, these two are
Hmm.
different boats. You can't compare the same guys. Like Sai Sudarshan's the first time he's ever played Test cricket for India. Karun Nair, this is
Okay.
like what, 12th innings, if I'm not wrong, 11th innings.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm
11th
literally
innings.
saying
He's
it.
just one at
I
the
don't care.
Edgbaston, boys.
To me, it does not matter if it is Sai Sudarshan, if it is whoever, like anyone. And this is, by the way, Karun Nair's first overseas tour with India playing. Okay. So it's not like he has buttloads
Rahul,
of experience in playing
this
outside.
is not your
Mm.
traditional England conditions. If you're going to sit and tell me this is the traditional England conditions where
Mm.
lateral movement is too much, the bounce is
Rishi,
relatively less.
I am not
It's
saying
not.
that.
This is
I'm
one
not
of the.
saying that. It's
This is
not
one of
that.
the.
It's not
This is
that.
as close you can get to home
It's
conditions as
not.
possible.
It's not.
It's
That's not
extremely
true.
flat.
That is not true. But
It's
anyways, it is
extremely
flat.
flat.
It is flat, but it does not. It
It's a
doesn't mean that
batting
it's as close to
paradise.
home
Okay,
conditions.
you know what? It's
Yeah.
not. It's not as close to home, but it's
So
as close
that's
as to
what I'm
say a
saying, bro.
Pakistan, like a
Rishi,
Rawalpindi or some Multan or
just
something.
because it is a batting paradise does not mean that every batter will score runs on it. And that's
True,
okay.
but you're at
Okay,
least
that's
supposed to show some sign of scoring runs.
are
But
you
if you
okay?
are
Did
not
you watch Karun
remotely
Nair
going
bat in both
close,
innings?
I
Okay, did you watch
actually
Karun?
did watch
I watched
Karun Nair
every ball of
bat.
Karun Nair's
Two
both
of his
innings.
cover drives
And
in the first
Hmm.
innings were like it was not even middle. If there was a field,
Rishi,
if
if you
there's an extra
watched him in
cover
the
there, it is going straight down his throat.
he was batting as clean in the second innings. Some of the shots that he played were very good, and I think he showed that he belonged, at least to me. I don't know what you saw, but to me it looked like he belonged.
And then he went chasing a wide one, like
He didn't go
a ball
chasing a
that
wide
was
one. That was slightly straightish. It was a bad again. Like I just think he missed the line of the ball. That's
yeah,
a
exactly.
fully focused thing. And okay, that can happen to anyone. My point is fine. Okay, we can't keep giving him chances, but 2 games is very lesser sample size, according to me.
See, for me, it's not a matter of sample size. It's not a matter of playing this, that. It's a matter of who are the players right now who can better it up. Like, you can't, that's my point.
Mm.
In sports, you can't sit and say, we've given him only 2 games, let's give him another 3 games and see what happens. In sports, if you have a player who's given 4 innings, if he's not able to score runs, for me, it's like, can someone else come in and score the runs, which I need? If there's a better probability, better guy who's right there, and can he do the job? If he can do it, if tomorrow we get Sai Sudarshan in, he scores a century, then you're going to say, yeah, Sai Sudarshan's a better player right now because he scored that century. If it was happened this game, no one would have spoken about Sai Sudarshan being, like whatever, dropped or not. I mean, if he scored the runs, he would have been playing and everyone wouldn't have spoken about Karun Nair being a number 3 or not. My point is, today, who is my best bet for the long-term future to be there as a number 3? Is it Karun Nair or is it Sai Sudarshan? I really think personally that it's Sai Sudarshan. I think he can be the better batter in Test cricket. My point is right now it's the same thing for both. We are talking about how Karun Nair shouldn't be dropped because of the sample size. I think it's unfair because he's had 11 innings in international cricket. Okay, let's leave that aside. Let's say okay, this England tour is a new page for him. It's a fresh start. Even with that, I think it's harsh for Sai Sudarshan to be dropped. I think he still needs to come back in. And if you're talking about
one test and you get dropped, that's far harsher than like 11, 12 innings to play. Like what's that? That's not
exactly.
fair.
And
Rishi,
for
he played his last test match 8 years ago.
Rahul, that is not the point though. Like the point is,
Rahul, you take out the
it's
300.
Got nothing to do with what
you
he's
take
doing
out
today.
the 300. I'm fairly sure Mohammad Siraj has a better average than.
Okay, so what is the point? Okay, 8 years ago, what happened?
That
it is 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
See, Rahul, I think it's okay. Like I get it. Like he's a good player. Like he's had a good domestic seasons for the past 2 years. I get that you need to award him, and that's fair. But we can talk the same thing about guys like Abhimanyu Ishwaran, who's played much better.
I said it. I think Abhimanyu Ishwaran, if he had been given a chance again, I think he would have been fine. Yeah.
No, that's not my point. My point is naturally Karun Nair is not a number 3 anyways. For me, my point is I don't think it makes sense to play him number 3. If you want Karun Nair in the squad, it's better to have him at number 5, number 6 than number 3, regardless of who's playing.
Exactly.
So my point is, I think as a number 3, I don't think Karun Nair should be playing right now.
One second. So like that, Sai Sudarshan opens for Tamil Nadu. Where is his spot in the team now?
Now that's my point.
Somebody tell me.
I'd much
how he's never opened.
That's not my point. But my point is, bro, my point is as an opener, it is closer to a number 3. I'd rather have someone who's coming there. He's a top order player. That's my point.
Karun Nair played at number 4 for Karnataka.
played exactly the same thing,
Huh.
like played,
So
etc.
four and opening is same, close to number 3 only.
Rahul, Cameron Green
What?
has played.
Wait,
Cameron Green has
wait.
played.
Are you
One second.
saying playing number 4 and opening is the same thing?
I said number 4 and opening is equally close to number 3.
No, but that's not true. A number 3 can come and play the new ball way higher of a number 4. So if you put the logic of saying number 4 and number 3 is the same to number 3 and number 2 or 1,
Okay,
it's not,
so
because
fine. Okay,
now
so
you know the logic. Let's not get into this. It's very
okay,
stupid to
so
say. And
no, 1 second.
No,
That
Rahul,
doesn't
Rahul.
matter at
Also,
all.
Cameron
Okay.
Green has played so much of
Hmm.
number 4 and number 3 in domestic
Where has he
cricket.
played for number
The
four?
minute,
Where has he played for
one
number
second,
4? I have
he
never
has
seen
he
him batting
not?
number 4 for
This
Australia. For
this
Australia,
this
I've never
previous
seen him batting
previous
number
season.
4.
No,
Cameron
yeah,
Green,
for Australia is different. For domestic cricket, I'm saying. But then this
Oh,
series and the
I've never seen
previous,
him play domestic cricket, so I don't know.
I'm
he
I'm
played.
telling you, he has racked up hundreds left, right, center for the Australian this one. But the minute he comes and plays international cricket, you can see that he's out of place. Now, does that mean you have to
Okay.
entirely drop him? That I feel that's not fair, because that's not his natural position. The same way, okay, you
Okay.
want to play Karun Nair much lower down the order where he's a lot more comfortable, where the probability of him scoring higher is more. Okay, you want to do that, you do that. But if you want to shoehorn him in a place where he's not going to produce runs, you are not just putting him
Okay, bro.
under scrutiny, but you're just
Let me
denying
just
somebody else
Rahul,
as well.
let
yeah,
me
Like
make this
nobody
Rahul,
is
simple,
wait,
being
one
bro.
second.
benefiting from this.
Let me make this simple. I would have considered and said, okay, Karun Nair at number 3. Oh my God, he looks so out of sorts that it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But unfortunately, like what I've seen from Karun Nair, he's actually shown promise. He looks like he belongs and he looks like he's
Rahul,
able to
but
bat
Sai
well.
Sudarshan looked promising in the second innings when
Where
he
did
got
he
dropped.
look promising
He
in the
did in
second
the
innings?
first Test match, second innings. He
I mean,
played well.
either way, I don't want to comment on Sai Sudarshan at all
Rahul,
because I
see
think
the whole
again,
point. No,
even
our
if
whole point.
he
Wait,
deserved if he was in the team,
bro, one
he should
second.
have been given a
Yeah.
longer role.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So the point is bring back Sai Sudarshan at number 3, because I don't think there's any national number 3 for India right now, and Sai Sudarshan is the best fit for that. I've always said KL Rahul should be India's number 3. That's not looks like it's not never going to happen, unfortunately. Like I've always said, put KL Rahul number 3, it'll solve a lot of issues. But whatever, like Gambhir, the coaching staff, maybe KL Rahul, I don't know. It's never going to happen. I think the next best solution is to get someone like Sai Sudarshan to play number 3. The whole point is, if you're going to sit here and say, do you think Sai Sudarshan can play number 6 or number 5? We all three know that that's not possible. I think Karun Nair can play number 5, number 6, because that's what he's played throughout his career for India, number 5, number 6. This is the first time he's ever played number 3. Like, I don't think even in Test cricket he's played number 3 before, like, County and Ranji Trophy, etc. So I think it makes sense to get Sai Sudarshan back as a number 3. My whole point is, we're not using Nitish Kumar Reddy as a bowler well enough, in my opinion. Just put in Karun Nair as your, pure batter at number 5, number 6, and then move on. If you're already playing an extra all-rounder, if you want, you can put Washi. I think the debate comes to either keep Washi or play Nitish Kumar Reddy, because even with Washington and Sundar, I think it is useless to have two spinners on these tracks. Like, having maybe Nitish Kumar Reddy as your fourth pacer and seventh batsman is better. With the way Jadeja is also batting, I don't think it makes sense to play Washington Sundar and Jadeja. You see how much Washi has balled these two Test matches. 2 innings. He hasn't played enough or balled enough. Like, he didn't ball enough to be like, this guy can be like. You don't need a fifth spinner, bro. Like, you're not getting much out of him. Like, you didn't get much out of him even in the past 2 innings. So I don't think is really needed. I would rather have. The matter is just simple. Like, are you going to rate Nitish Kumar Reddy as a better batsman, or are you going to rate Washington Sundar as a better batsman? It's just you. For me, I think it's a bit of a coin toss with both. So I think it comes down to that. I think Karun Nair should go back to number 5 or number 6, and it should be a conversation between Nitish Kumar or Washington for the next Test match. I think that's the only change I would like to have, and bringing back Sai Sudarshan, because you get better.
Yeah, Washi has shown, like, I mean, again, he batted well in the first inning, so the second innings we don't really. There's nothing
Yeah.
really
By
much
the
to
way, I
talk about.
guess
But again,
India has beaten England.
as we spoke,
Yeah,
like
it's over.
as we were speaking, India have beaten England. Akashdeep wrapping it up, 10-4 for the game for him. And yeah, massive going into Lords 1-1. I think it's set up beautifully. We do well at Lords. We've always done pretty well at Lords, so I think it's going to be interesting as we head into that Lords test. So yeah, all set for that. It's going to be interesting to see what changes are made. Let us know what you guys think the Indian team should do. Who should come in? Who should potentially go out? if you guys see any changes at all. Again, please like and share the video, subscribe to Sports Kabri. Join us for the conversations that we're going to have around the India-England Test Series. Big one at Lord's next. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Good night.